Hello, this is Lucas Roback and I am the organizer for the Wellness Fair, and this video is for the speakers, the top 5 speakers that are going to be speaking at the Wellness Fair. So you have 30 minutes to educate and you have the stage. So do what you want based on what you were selected for at the Speakers Jam. So the application that you applied to be a speaker for the Speakers Jam, all of that information, that's what you're speaking on at the Wellness Fair. So you went from a 3 to 5 minute talk at the Speakers Jam to now you have 30 minutes in an intimate environment at the Wellness Fair. And so there's going to be 30 minutes in between each speaker as well. Speaker 1 is 11:15 to 11:45. Speaker 2 is 12:15 to 12:45. Speaker 3 is 1:15 to 1:45, and so on. The idea behind that is just to make it low stress, very easy for you to set up the room however it is that you want to set it up, to make sure that your PowerPoint's working, to troubleshoot anything, to clear out the room, set up the chairs the way that you want them to be set up. Also, keep in mind at the end of your speech to take all conversations back to your table. Don't have any conversations in the room while you're cleaning up the second the next speaker is coming in to set up. After your speech, ask everybody to leave, and if they have any questions, that you'll be at your booth, whatever number it is, within the next 5 to 10 minutes, and to meet you there to ask you all the questions there, and to have that conversation so that you can convert them into a subscriber, a follower, a client, whatever it is that your call to action was. So the main call to action is saying, go to my booth so that we can have this conversation. I have to clean up and the second speaker needs to set up, so if everybody can please leave the room. And we'll also have somebody there that's going to be introducing you and doing that as well, but just keep that in mind, that in between speeches is that we're going to clear the room and close the doors. What we found in the past is the people that actually really filled up the room were the people that were promoting it themselves. So we do promotions, it only goes a certain distance. If you're a speaker at the Wellness Fair, promote it. Really promote it, because not only are you promoting it in terms of filling up the room for yourself, because it's a lot better to fill up the room than to be in an empty room, but it's positioning yourself as a speaker once again. Not only did you position yourself as a speaker by promoting the Speakers Jam, but now you're promoting yourself as a speaker at the Wellness Fair. Make sure that you're promoting yourself as a speaker, not just a vendor, but make sure that you're promoting yourself as a speaker. PowerPoints, bring your own computer. And the connections, I took a picture of how to connect your computer to the projector. So take a look at those connections. If you need any cords, make sure that you get the appropriate cords. If you don't have them or whatever, all the speakers, you 5 can coordinate together to be like, hey, you know what? I'll just bring my computer and all 5 of us can use it throughout the entire day. You're able to make PowerPoints, keynotes, Google Slides. And so there's a lot of different places that you're able to create these slide decks. And it's just a matter of what software it is that you're using might not really translate that well into the software that I have on my computer, because I use a Chromebook. And so a Chromebook, if you do it in Google Slides, everything will be perfect. But if you do it in PowerPoint or Keynote and we convert it to Google Slides, you can lose all your animations, things could be completely off, everything like that, and it just becomes a complete pain. And so bring your own computer, look at those connections. If you need to buy connections, do so immediately. Talk with the other 5 speakers. You already know each other. You came to the speakers dinner, you went to the speakers jam, as well as we also had the vendor dinner. So you had 3 chances to meet all of them personally. And then if at anything, you can always form your own little group chat within Facebook or LinkedIn or just a group text to really figure that out. I personally believe that we all have computers and cables to connect to it anyway. Make sure that you're delivering high, valuable, actionable content when you're speaking for those 30 minutes, because nobody's coming there for you to sell to them. Deliver incredible information, because nobody wants to work with somebody that's just selling. It's just like, you're not intelligent enough to educate me, so why on earth should I work with you? All you did was sell. So the best salesmen is educational sales. And so you're not selling, you're educating, and you're inviting them to open up a relationship with you to learn more, to produce better results in the long term. So yeah, I guess just to quickly recap is that you have 30 minutes. Don't go over time, because that's extremely disrespectful in the speaking world to go even a minute over time. You're stealing time away from the other speakers. But it's not really time, it's setup time. And the setup time is we're coming in there assuming that we have 30 minutes, but then all of a sudden you were disrespectful enough to go 15 minutes over. So now you just completely stress that person out, and it's no longer 30 minutes which they mentally prepared for. It's only 15 minutes now because you didn't have enough respect to end on time. And so have that professional courtesy and speak for 30 minutes. And then invite them to your booth so that they can get X, Y, and Z. To where like you can upsell at the end, like the last like minute or two, you can upsell and say, hey, it's just like, I got this service package going right now, and if this is something that you're interested in, I'm going to be go to my booth 210, and I'll be there within the next 5 to 10 minutes. But if everybody can please clear the room, we do have to set up the room for the next speaker. So if everybody can please clear the room, I'll be at my booth in the next 5 to 10 minutes, and you're able to get my service X, Y, and Z. However it is that you want to do it, but the main thing is get the people out of the room so that the next speaker can come in easily and effortlessly and set up without any stress and people asking them questions and standing around them like dogs. And that's mainly the general idea, is whatever speech it is that you did at the Speakers Jam, you're doing at the Wellness Fair, but now it's 30 minutes, high value, high impact, actionable. Teach them how to never hire you, upsell them, and invite them to come to your booth to learn more, to sign up, to get whatever it is that you're doing. And just make sure that you have fun. Also, there's going to be a microphone. I forgot about this. There's going to be a microphone. Use the microphone. That's one thing that I'm actually really happy that I just remembered. The microphone is vital. Every single year we ask for feedback, and over the past couple of years, the feedback that we got was that they couldn't hear the person, so they actually thought they, like in their mind, like that was just such a horrendous event that they couldn't hear the speaker, that they just thought that the Wellness Fair itself was horrible. The thing that I care about is that they're coming to learn from you. So that person took time out of their life. The most valuable resource in the world is time. And they just gave you 30 minutes of it, and you decided not to use a microphone. So you essentially stole 30 minutes of their life. And then also think in terms of you. You want everybody there to hear you. Use the microphone. It's going to be a handheld, but use the microphone even if there's very few people in there, because you never know if they can or can't hear you. They just might mentally check out and then meditate for the next 30 minutes. Be mindful and conscientious of the attendees. Be mindful and conscientious of the next speaker, as well as the room, the environment, and make sure that you're just delivering very good information. And we may or may not have a video crew there and a camera crew to take videos and pictures. In time, that is definitely something that's on my bucket list to do, is to record all these, to create like a database of all these speeches so that people can continuously learn year round. So if there is a video crew there, awesome. Major bonus to you then. That's worth well over $5,000 then. If there's not, no worries. You can bring your own video crew and your own camera crew in there if you want to do that. After the year 2020, just assume that that's exactly what's happening. So starting 2021, that's exactly what's happening, is that we will have a video crew there. Hold me accountable to that. If you're watching this, it's up to you to hold me accountable to make sure that we have a video crew at the Wellness Fair to record those 30-minute talks for you as well as the community. Once again, I am Lucas Roback, the organizer of the Wellness Fair, and I greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate you, your ability to just wow the super fans at the Speakers Jam, and your commitment to the material it is that you're talking about. And I look forward to hearing about all the success that you got because you spoke at the Wellness Fair.